So the same person that gave me Tannenberg from their Humble Bundle monthly subscription also gifted me Black Ops 4. That person is Molly, and you can see her Twitch in the description below. She didn't ask me to shout her out, but if you're gonna send game codes, you're gonna get shouted out. You're gonna have to live with it. So if you guys want to follow her on Twitch and, say hi when she goes live, and that's great. Or just thank her for gifting me games that I can make videos on, because otherwise I just wouldn't have had an idea for today's video. And today's video will be kind of basic and short. I just want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on PC, because Black Ops 4 on PC I think is one of the better Call of Duties I've played on PC compared to other COD games. And let me just explain my reasoning, talk about the game a little bit, and then you can go on and watch more interesting videos on this website. There's tons of them. Alright, so I believe that FPS games that feel just inherently intuitive and snappy and easy to pick up play better with the inherent disadvantages of a controller. Keyboard and mouse gives you a lot more versatility, gives you a lot more precision and speed, and I think that actually hinders some games. I think intuitive, fast-paced Twitch shooters like Call of Duty just play a little bit worse on keyboard and mouse. I just feel like the weapons are already so easy to use that when you combine it with the recoil control and accuracy of a mouse, and then give everybody the universal easy ability to jump and shoot and aim at the same time, it's a completely different experience from console, and I think, again, console Call of Duty, I just believe plays a little bit better. Games on PC, I feel like need some hindrances to your accuracy in order for you to actually have to learn. Counter-Strike, Battlefield, Insurgency, Doom, Quake, those games and their PvP modes feel a lot better on PC in my opinion, because those games give you things you actually have to learn. So like in Battlefield, you have bullet travel time, more recoil, and spread. In Insurgency, you have lots of recoil and dramatic firing effects that makes it kind of hard to track your target. And Counter-Strike, gameplay not found, has, well, a lot of recoil patterns you have to learn. Call of Duty is basically put the sight on somebody, pull the trigger, you get a hit marker instantaneously, and when you put that on a keyboard and mouse, it's a little funky. Suddenly guns that are okay on console become overpowered on PC, close range weapons can be used at mid and long range, and everybody has the ability to jump and aim accurately at the same time. What Black Ops 4 did was increase the time to kill just by about 1 to 2 shots on average compared to previous games like Black Ops 3. And that longer time to kill I think really suits the PC platform. Having to land an extra shot or two is just makes more sense. Like, I'm already so accurate with a mouse. Well, I'm not, but better PC gamers are. They're already so accurate with a mouse, giving them things like one-shot snipe rifles where you just need to land body shots, or assault rifles that kill in 3 shots, and they have low recoil and fast rates of fire. I'm not saying it's not fun, but I just don't feel like that's like the way the game should be played. The game is super intuitive and snappy and easy to pick up, and then you put that on a keyboard and mouse, it's just not good. I think those games benefit from the restrictions on a normal controller. People play slower on console. People can't be as accurate and aggressive and movement-oriented on console. It's just not something they can do. Even if you have an Elite and Scuff controller, it doesn't exactly match to keyboard and mouse. So if everybody on Xbox and PlayStation had Scuff controllers and you just knew that going in, it would still play a little bit slower and people would still be a little bit more cautious because they have less control over their aiming and accuracy. Moving your thumbs is different than having your entire arm and hand to do the aiming for you. A great example is Ghost Recon Wildlands. My console gameplay on Wildlands isn't terrible, but when I go and play on PC, I'm much snappier. It's much more accurate, it's much better, but going back to Black Ops 4, there's some problems. You see, the inherent nature of keyboard and mouse only accentuates some of the imbalances in the console version of Black Ops 4, such as the Auger, the Rampart with high caliber 1 and 2, and the Spitfire. I'm not gonna say those guns are broken. Well, the Auger's kind of fucking broken. Honestly, the Rampart's a little broken too. Maybe the Spitfire isn't because it's more situational, but on PC, you don't have to worry about its recoil as much. It's so much easier to control with a mouse. It's stupid, and it accentuates the killing potential of that weapon. You won't be able to tell from my gameplay because I'm still warming into keyboard and mouse, but as you guys have noticed, I'm getting a little better. It makes me happy. And sniping in Black Ops 4 is basically the same as previous Call of Duty games, and in my opinion, that type of sniping is just way too easy on PC. No bullet travel time, no drop, just one shot to the torso is pretty rough when you have the accuracy of keyboard and mouse. It feels like I'm just clicking on something like I click on a desktop icon. I see a lot of PC COD players and they're very proud of their sniping ability, but from someone that's played hours upon months of my life on console Call of Duty, it's like you're playing a much easier version of the game. Like, no problem with that, because the other people you're playing against are also probably using keyboard and mouse, so if you're besting them, you're besting them, that's how it is. It's how I feel about on console. Console has aim assist, but so does your enemy, so it's not as if like you're gonna have wall hacks. It's not like you're cheating, but it is an easier version. It just kind of feels like you're, left click to delete on people, and yeah, it takes practice, it takes timing, it takes map awareness still, but just the control of it is so drastically different, and I don't think it's balanced, I don't think it's well made. But when it comes to most of your gunfights in Black Ops 4, as long as it's not dealing with certain weapons like shotguns, augers, ramparts, spitfires, or sniper rifles, I don't know, it just feels like it plays a lot better, and it kind of goes to prove my point, and maybe my bias is what's influencing my opinion here, but I believe that PC games play better with longer time to kill, and more bullet physics going on, a little more spread, and some other things you have to learn about. Call of Duty is very simple, and I think it works amazing on controller. It doesn't really feel bad to play Call of Duty on a controller, and I think the reason is because the developers know the inherent limits of a controller, and so Call of Duty is made to fit them. So you never really feel like you're being limited when you play Call of Duty on console. So when you go on keyboard and mouse on PC, the gameplay is still the same, but the limiting factor has been removed, and I don't think that's good for balance. But of course, at the same time, it's a PvP game, so everybody you're playing with on PC is likely using a keyboard and mouse. So they have no reason to complain that you're using a keyboard and mouse. Of course, the real problem is people that go on to console and they mod it and they use a keyboard and mouse in games like Rainbow Six Siege or Black Ops 4. And I've made a whole video about why I think console is better for your average PvP experience, and keyboard and mouse users on console completely throw a giant wrench in that. But when it comes to controller users on PC, toughen up. They're at a disadvantage. You have a much more precise aiming device. Find something different to complain about. So basically what I'm saying in this video is I think Black Ops 4 plays better on PC because it's a little bit longer time to kill. It's not quite as speedy and intuitive as other Call of Duty games just because of that longer time to kill and how long your gunfights take. There are still some imbalances, but we're not going to get into all of that right now. I just think this is the best experience when it comes to COD that I've had on PC, and also it runs beautifully on my machine. With everything cranked up, I'm still getting over 120 frames per second. If I tweak some things, I hit that nice 144 mark perfectly. And of course, in this video we focused on multiplayer, traditional multiplayer, not Blackout and other things like that, so yeah. I guess in this video I'm saying stuff I've said in other videos, but I don't know, this is what I want to talk about today. So anyway, I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye. Oh, that's the person. And Augur, you fucking cunt! God, I hate that. He's the only person that can kill me. He's the only person. I line my sight up, I land one shot, and then I'm framed. Oh.
Ajax neutralized.
I see him.
Oh, wait, why? Oh, the spawn's flipped somehow.
Oh, what? Where did you come from? You came from where my teammate is. That's amazing. Good job.
The spawn's flipped for like a minute. Like, I don't understand that.
Time to... Oh, I forgot I put high caliber on this. I was like, oh, sweet. Rampart meta's back. Getting there.